ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಬರ್ರಿ ಕರೀರಿ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ರಿ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬನ್ನಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಣಂಗ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಪೀಪಲ್ ಶುಡ್ ನೋ. ನೀವು ಅಶ್ಯೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಂಗೆ ಪವರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಇದು ಏನು ಹೇಳಂಗ್. ನಿಮ್ ಪವರ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದ? ನಾವು ಡು ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಯು?
Appointing authority will be commissioner, sir. In favor of commissioner, I came here.
What we should do with you?
Already
We don't have power now.
And one more director is there,
So
sir.
what we should do? Ask director to come here. Director sir, what are you going to do? How you are going to give effect to the order of the apex court?
ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇವರ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಕಾಣ್ಬೇಕೆಲ್ಲ ಅಶ್ಯೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು ಅವರಿಗೆ.
ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಕಮಿಷನರ್, ನಾನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇದೀನಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ? Why have you come if you do not have power to give assurance? What is fun in having you here? Supreme Court order ಇದೆ,
ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, ತಮ್ಮ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ
ನಮ್ದಲ್ಲ. ಅಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ
ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇರೋ.
ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಬ್ರೇಕಪ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ಏನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಈಗ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರು, ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರು.
ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀರಿ?
1 ವೀಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಎಲ್ಲ.
ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ? Which section says for issuance of appointment order the caste validity or the validity certificate is a sine qua non? ಯಾವ ರೂಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. Validity certificate to my knowledge relates to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and income ಇರುವಂತವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೂರೇ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಹಂಗ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಡ್,
ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಕೋಟಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬೇರೆ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಉಳ್ದಂತವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಲೇ. ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ. ರೂಲ್ ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ, ಲಾ ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಬೇರೆ ನಾವ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಲ್ನ, ಹೆಂಗ ನಾವು ಅದ್ರಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇದಾವ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದ್ಗಡೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ? ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಎಂಟೈಟಲ್ ಟು ಕಮ್. ಪಾಪ ಈ ಬಿಸಿಲ್ ದಿವ್ಸ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಕೊಂಡೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು? ಅವ್ರು ತಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಏನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ ಲಿಟಿಗಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲಿ ಬರಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ, ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ನೀವು ನಮ್ನು ನಂಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರನ್ನೂ ನಂಬೆ. ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು?
1520 post of junior training officer was notified, my lords, by the Kpsc for recruitment in 23 fields. That is with regard to different fields, that is fitter, trade, electrician and other fields. Now, my lords, in pursuance of this, competitive examination was held, documents were verified, provisional select list was announced of 1367 candidates in different trades. Thereafter, my lords, in that 945 candidates were selected. Non-selected candidates approached the Karnataka State Administrative Tribunal, alleging that though they were higher in merit, their candidature has been rejected on account of improper interpretation of their experience certificates. Tribunal, my lords, there were totally around 600 applications before the tribunal. The tribunal started allowing certain applications individually, my lords, and also collectively, but other applications were pending. The tribunal's order basically says that the respondents are directed to modify the format of the experience certificate, which is part of the recruitment notification, by adding the words in the trade off after the department in the format. Basically, what the tribunal says was,
field experience.
The format that you had prescribed in the notification for the experience certificate is not in consonance with the experience you are actually seeking. So the assessment of the experience on the basis of your certificate is not correct. So therefore, in fact, tribunal directed that you modify the format of the certificate and take again receive those certificates, redo the selection process is what the tribunal. So there, against those orders, several orders, Public Service Commission also has filed writ petitions and several other candidates also, aggregate candidates, filed writ petitions. The first of the orders is on 24/7/2023, passed by a coordinate bench of this honorable court, where after hearing the Advocate General for the state as well as Kpsc and all the councils, the order operative portion I'll just say, Kpsc and state government, our objection principally was this. The certificate was correct. The interpretation of the certificate also was correct. But there was an issue with regard to the interpretation of the word trade and field. And we had stated that any certificate now that is sought to be given after in a fresh format will amount to taking any document after the cutoff date. Anything could be inserted in that certificate and got, so I cannot assess that. So the interim arrangement that this court suggested was this. Kpsc and state government shall redo the exercise of selection. based on the documents which are filed at the time of submitting the application. KPSC shall be at liberty to seek clarification from the employers of the candidates to ascertain the field in which the applicants have been trained or with regard to experience by taking assistance of the concerned state government officials.
Yes.
As prayed for, 2 weeks' time is granted to KPSC to complete aforesaid exercise and to place the report in a sealed cover before this court for further orders. The exercise shall be the exercise shall include preparation of the merit list prepared by the KPSC, duly verified by the state government. Then, my lords, KPSC is also permitted to seek option of the candidates who have been selected in more than one field. My lords, this order thereafter, my lords, KPSC completed the selection process in terms of this order, placed, my lords, those sealed cover before this honorable court. Then, my lords, one separate writ petition was filed seeking to, my lords, seeking for review of this order 24/7/2023, and that writ petition also was connected.
One who was selected and appointed.
They filed a separate writ petition challenging an interim order, and that also was listed along with these petitions. And when we placed the seal covers before this honorable court, objections were raised. What had happened when the earlier, my lords, when the final select list was issued, a few people were appointed. They were already working, so they did not know where they stand in the revised select list because still it was in a sealed cover. So they had principal objections that we are already working. The other persons who for whom appointment orders were not issued, they were agitating that appointment orders should be issued to us. That was their grievance. Then, my lords, this honorable court, after hearing the matter on the seal covers, permitted that the seal cover should be opened and should be given effect to. And as against this, my lords, matter went to the Supreme Court. And in the meantime, court also said the matter will be heard finally. Any action taken on the basis of the revised list will be subject to the result of the writ petition. Then the Supreme Court, my lords, now has passed this order where the operative portion basically says that dispose of the petitions permitting the state and the KPSC to publish the revised merit list. What was before this court in a sealed cover
Should be published.
We were permitted, seal cover was opened, and we were asked to give effect to that. That was stayed by the Supreme Court initially. Matter was stayed. Then final order was passed, my lords. Supreme Court said that you publish the revised merit list and to make appointments as per the revised list. That is what the Supreme Court said. A revised select list was already before the court. This court had sealed cover. This court had opened the seal cover, permitted us to give
effect to the contents of the
contents.
seal cover.
That was taken before the Supreme Court. That was the order that was in challenge before the Supreme Court. Supreme Court permitted us to publish the revised list, and state government can make appointment as per the revised list. However, we clarify that the candidates who have already been appointed as per the earlier list and are working,
They will not be
disturbed. So therefore, that only subset who are earlier in the list but already given appointment orders, they shall not be disturbed. That is, then, my lords, Supreme Court has said that matters has to be decided finally by the High Court. So therefore, my lords, if the service
of this scene.
Effect, my lords, is this. My lords have to hear this matter.
You have heard what your brother has said now.
Please, my lords.
What should be done according to
My lords, matter has to be heard finally, my lords, on the merits of this matter.
Considering the facts and conclusions, we dispose of these petitions permitting the state and KPSC to publish the revised merit list and to make appointments as per the revised merit list.
Please, my lords.
ಅದನ್ನ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ.
All appointments would be subject.
That will be subject to ಇವರು ಇರೋರು ಏನಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ವಿವೇಕ್ ರೆಡ್ಡಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದ್ದಾರೆ,
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್
ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ.
Yes.
ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫೈನಲಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಫೈನಲ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್
petitions.
ಅನ್ನೋ
Both the
ಅರ್ಥ.
lists would be
So, my
subject.
lords, it lies on a short compass. But the state, the different stakeholders in this petition are persons, my lords, who are not selected in either the first or the second list. Secondly, my lords, who are part of the earlier list, but who have been appointed, given appointment orders is one subset. The other subset, my lords, is those who have not been given appointment orders. And now, my lords, by virtue of the revised list, my lords, who are in the list, there will be the other stakeholders who will be arguing. But my submission is this, my lords, the matter can be taken up for final hearing, my lords, any date. Only request, my lords, is that the service has to be completed in respect of all the petitions.
ಅದು ಮಾಡಿ. Apex Court direction now we have to respect that.
Please, my lords. No, this is being implemented.
Implemented now.
Implemented.
ಏನು ಈಗ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ?
KPSC has published the revised list.
Publish the list, merit list, and make appointments as per the revised list ಅಂತ ಇವ್ರ ಕಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್.
ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಈಗ.
ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ.
Appointments is at stage.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಿ.
ಅದು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. That process.
ಅದು ಯಾರು ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾರು? ಅವ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಮಡಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮುಗಿತು.
Please, my lords.
ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಯಾರು ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Who are you? ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್? ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್ ಇದಾರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾರಾದ್ರು? ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಮುಗಿಸೋದು ಯಾವಾಗ? ಅದು ಏನೇನೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನೇನೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಳಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಅಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವರನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡಂಗ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ದೇ ಶಾಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ಡ್. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೇಕನ್ಸೀಸ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಆ ವೇಕನ್ಸೀಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಆ ವೇಕನ್ಸೀಸ್ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪಿಟಿಷನ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಅಶ್ವಿನತ್ತೇನು?
My grievance is,
Advocate General has Millard earlier.
my grievance is, my lord, I was selected in the earlier final select list published by the Kpsc, my lord. In the said select list, my lord, substantial portion of the select list is operated. But towards my clients is concerned, my lord, the appointment orders are not issued.
ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ
Thank you. One-
ಹೇಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ದೇನು?
Hello,
ಕೈತೆ ಮುಗಿತೇನಿಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ.
Kindly
ಮಾಡಿ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್.
subsequently, my lord,
General Millard earlier Millard passing the interim orders Millard specifically stated. Millard 9
ಅದು ಬಿಡಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗೀತದು. ಇದು ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್. ನಾವು
there are posts are available even to accommodate
ಎಷ್ಟು
Millard,
ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇದಾವು ಆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ
accommodate Millard
ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು
as a
ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್
appointed
ಇದೆ
candidate.
ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಗಿಸೋಯ್ತು. ಇರುವಂತ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
only
With respect to this order.
one submission.
ಒಂದ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್.
No, my lord, I will not make time. Lord. Here, my lord, the revised select list was, my lord, published pursuant to affidavit filed by the Kpsc and the government. Where, my lord, the Kpsc and the government has stated in the affidavit that in respect of the experience certificate, we will revise the list. Thereafter, my lord, they have issued an SOP and extended the qualifications
ಅದು
and,
ಆಮೇಲೆ
and my lord,
ಫೈನಲ್
based on that,
ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
because of that,
ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲರ್ನೆಡ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಅಪಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೊಸದಿದ್ರಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಏನು ನೋ ರಿಪಿಟೇಷನ್. ಈಗ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ has said like.
May I add one thing, my lords? There would be some urgency to hear this matter for the final hearing for this reason. In this writ petition, my lords, in this writ petition at 4.32, we have challenged the revised list on various grounds. Once the final selection list is accepted, adanna challenge madene
The
court cannot issue for redoing.
Apex Court in SLP civil number 17093 of 2024 wide order dated disposed of on 17/12/2024 at paragraph 6 has observed as under. First of the said observation, next produce next paragraph. The said observation is in the nature of mandate to the stakeholders in general and to the government appointing authority in particular. Those who have already been appointed shall not be disturbed. Correcta? Ide artha tane? Enable the KPSC and the appointing authority to come with the plan of action for giving effect to Apex Court order dated 17/12/2024 rendered in SLP civil number 17093 of 2024. Yes, from tomorrow. ನಾಳೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ನಾಳೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ಬೇಗ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬರಕ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ? ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಎಂಟೈಟಲ್ ಟು ಕಮ್. ಪಾಪ ಈ ಬಿಸಿಲು ದಿವಸ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಕೊಂಡೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು? ಅವ್ರು ತಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಆರಾಮ್ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರಿ, ಚಲೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಏನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ ಲಿಟಿಗಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲಿ ಬರಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ನೀವು ನಮ್ನು ನಂಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರನ್ನೂ ನಂಬೆ. ನಮ್ಗೇನಿರ್ತದೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರಾಗೆಲ್ಲ. ಅಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನೀವ್ ಯಾರು ಬರೋ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ ಲಾಯರ್ ನಂಬಿ, ನಮ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಂಬಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾ ತುಮಾರು ಹಾ